Everything that I'm about to show you in my backpacking kit is things that I've consistently used over the last year, if not longer. This is my dialed-in setup. Let's take a look and see what's inside. The first piece of gear that I'm going to go over is my quilt. It's part of my sleep system. It is an Enlightened Enigma quilt from Enlightened Equipment. It is a 40-degree quilt. I used it all year in most conditions except for when it's been like really frigid, but I've gotten down to about 30 degrees with this quilt with the pad that I paired it with. As you can see, it is a blue color and it has a sewn foot box, therefore preventing any heat from escaping from the feet. You know, I do have a quilt from Enlightened Equipment that does have a zipper and I love that too, but there's just something easier about it and it's a little lighter. This weighs about 16 ounces for their 40-degree quilt. The next piece of gear that I always take and has so many uses is the Gossamer Foam Light Pad. This thing is an accordion style, fits in your pack. You can use it as a sit pad. You can use it as a reassurance under your pad to add extra R value. That has so many features for it for like $25, and it's stupid light, and it has been through hell and back. This thing has been extremely durable for how thin it really is, and it's something I think everyone should bring in their kit backpacking. That's why it never leaves my backpack. The next piece of gear that never leaves my kit and I always take is a pair of trekking poles. None other than the Durston Iceline trekking pole. This is my favorite. Granted, the first batch I had a lot of issues, but that's because they were still learning how to manufacture them to where they could last. This is now a almost fully replaced pole and I have had no issues with it. It's easy, clip in, just like that. Clips right back in, and it has the flip lock, which I'm a big fan of. I'm not a fan of the twist locks. These are my favorite trekking poles and they never leave my kit. Still on the outside of the pack, we have the Igneous water bottle from Igneous Gear. This thing is a badass water bottle. Replace your smart water bottles with one of these. You will not be disappointed. The next thing that we have in our kit is for water filtration. I'm a big Sawyer guy. I love Sawyer gear. I love Sawyer and everything about it. The water flow is super fast. It's clean water. It's always tasty. Paired with none other than the Canuck Sawyer bag. This thing has seen better days. It's disgusting. It's got holes all in it. But there's some gear that you just don't want to change because it just shows that you use it and how much you really love it. This is one of them. This might be one of my favorite pieces of gear that I have in my pack as well. Next piece of gear is my stakes, as well as my stake bag from Hilltop Packs. But the stakes that I use, I don't use groundhogs anymore. This whole year I have not used them. I use the Easton stakes. I don't know if you can see them or not. The Nano, I believe, Easton Nanotech or something like that. These things are badass stakes. They get super deep in the ground. Perfect for a trekking pole style tent. You can use them for any tent, but the deeper they are, the better for tension tents like trekking pole tents, and they're really lightweight. Next, we have our Ditty bags. Always use the backcountry exposure bags. These are really great. They're durable. It's lasted all year so far. I imagine this has a few more seasons left in it. I throw these on the ground. I beat the shit out of them and they just get dirty, and that's about it. And they're really awesome. It's good to support a new friend, someone else in the YouTube space, Backcountry Exposure. Go to his website and pick up some of these bags. They're pretty affordable just like the rest of them, so it's not like a new guy that started a brand and he's like, I got a following, I'm gonna charge the hell out of these people. No, they're very affordable and very good bags. Inside those bags, I'm not gonna go over everything, but I do take the FlexTail Zero Pump. It's quick, it's lighter, it's efficient, and it gets the job done. And for my battery bank, I am a big fan of the Nightcore Carbo 20,000. I have the 10,000. I do think I sadly got a dud of that battery bank. It just doesn't hold a charge, so unfortunately I can't have anything good to say about that one until I try a different one, but I do know other people that use it and love it. But the 20,000 has never done me wrong. It's lasted me 6 days in a row on multiple trips this year, and yeah, I have no complaints other than it is a little heavy. I think this weighs like 12 ounces. There's heavier ones and there's lighter ones, but this one gets the job done for me. The headlamp that I used the most this year was a Nightcore headlamp. I think it's the NU25. I'm not sure. There's a few of the NUs. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but it's really bright and really light, as well as super affordable. I think it's like $27, and this thing gets the job done. It has the very bright dual spotlight, which I'm a big fan of for the night backpacking because we do a lot of that. Also, gotta shout out Wild Batch soap. This is the best soap in the game. Their new one, this one's Cashmere Quiet. one of the best smelling things that I've ever had on the trail as well as at home. I have used it outside of backpacking as well. I just love it so much. So shout out to Wild Batch. So the next piece of gear that never leaves my pack is my Enlightened Equipment Visp rain jacket. And it looks like I'm about to need it here in a minute. It's been dumping. There's an atmospheric river happening right where we live right now, but it weighs like 5 ounces or something like that. This is never wet through. It's got pit zips. There's no pockets, so that's a downside. But other than that, I love this jacket. It's never gotten me wet at all. I love it so much. For my shelters, it was a toss-up because I have two amazing shelters that are both completely different but also extremely similar at the same time. Obviously, if you watch the channel, you know that the Durston X-Mid Pro is my favorite tent that I use, but we are also big tarp people over here, and the Hyperlight flat tarp is a massive, it's like a 2-person tarp, which I think that's the best thing that I like about it. It's Dyneema, it's 2-person, gives me way more space to stay dry in my tarp in these big storms that we've divulged in this year, and I love it so much. For my sleeping pad, it is none other than the Thermarest X-Lite NXT. I get the large version, the large mummy. I find it's just a very comfortable pad for my style of sleeping. I have lots, I've tried tons. Always come back to this. It's super light and it keeps you super warm, and it's my favorite pad for the backcountry ever. Now for my pot, this is something that a lot of people probably will trash only because it's bigger and it's not ultralight, but you know, I don't care. This is my favorite pot. It's the MSR Titan. It's got a lot of cool features. It's got the measurements on it. It's got some nice handles. The pot lid actually stays in. I could hold it by the pot lid. I'm not going to do it right now, but got the fancy little rubber band to keep everything inside nesting. And the stove that I use a lot more this year than I thought I would was the BRS 3000. That is something that it's so stupid and cheap and light, and it just works. So if you're looking for speed, that's not the one for you, but if you're looking just to pinch extra weight, that is definitely one you want to use. The next piece of gear that I used the hell out of this year was this Xped Ultra Pillow. This thing is small, but it works, and it does it's very comfortable is what I'm trying to say. It's got a perfect neck raise for how I like to sleep on my side, and it weighs like 1.5 ounces, so it's stupid light. The only con is that it's green, so it's about as dirty as my Thermarest pad, but that's something I love. It's seasoned, and it shows that I really put the work in and use this stuff. The last few pieces of gear in my pack are clothing, which is some Alpha Socks by Farpoint OG. These keep me warm. They keep my feet clean at night. If I take off the darn tufts that I used all day, clean my feet, and then slip these bright blue Cookie Monster ones on at night, you're so comfortable. As well as a pair of icebreakers. These are the, you know, like super wool leggings here. I'm not going to put them on camera right now, but just trust me, they're very comfortable and they're very light, and they insulate the hell out of your body at night. And the last piece of gear that is clothing that I use is the Enlightened Equipment Torrid. You know, people make fun of you and they tell you it's a giant trash bag, but let me tell you, it's the warmest, nicest trash bag that I've ever used. Trash bag. It's not a trash bag. It's beautiful. It's comfy. It's light. It's synthetic, so it can get wet and not just get tore up by the water. And yeah, it's an amazing, amazing jacket. The last piece of gear that I have not talked about yet, this is my all-time favorite piece of gear. And something cool that happened recently is that I actually became an ambassador for this company. So yes, I love Hyperlight more than anything. It's my favorite brand, but whenever I do gear reviews, they're not biased. For the most part, I only review things that I feel like I'll be interested in, so I could do a better job about doing things that I'm not as interested in and trying them out. But the Hyperlight Unbound, I've tested probably 15 different packs in the last 2 years at least. There is not a better pack to me than the Hyperlight Unbound. And if you want to know more about it, I have a video on my channel that I've tested this pack, I don't know, like 6 months ago, but this pack does everything and more that I could ever ask for. It's very comfortable. A lot of the Hyperlight packs, I'd say all of them that I have and have tested are amazing packs. I have affiliate links for most of the stuff in this video, so go down below and check them out if you want to see and help me out. I do get some commission from those. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you like or hated the stuff that I use or what you use. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. And thank you, and we'll see you next week on the Gear Garden.